Hey, what's up guys? It's your friendly neighborhood hometown killer, and before we get into today's topic, I just wanted to say thank you to Aiden for giving me the opportunity to record this for him. He's such a good friend of the channel, and if you could please give this man a sub. He's hugely dedicated to the zombies community, and he's also one of the most passionate members I've ever met. Thank you. Now to kick this off, as most of you may know, about a week or so ago, the Ghost of Hope leaked out that the new map for Black Ops 7 Zombies, Paradox Junction, would be just Nuketown without any playable areas. I know Nuketown Zombies and Alpha Omega weren't the best, or even that good to begin with, but the stories on both of the maps were actually good. For example, Nuketown Zombies took place at the same time as the map Moon, which had radios that literally had voice lines from the actual Easter egg from the Moon map back in Black Ops 1, which, don't get me wrong, in concept this new map we're getting sounds cool and all, but truthfully, if this leak is accurate, then what is the point of having a survival map? Like, tell me right now, what is the point? Another thing is, the Ghost of Hope even stated in a recent comment leaking another thing about the map. That being, it's just Nuketown with other variations of it, which truthfully, that actually sounds cool to me in my honest opinion. Like, it really does. But then again, I do have my doubts about the leaks we've gotten about Paradox, mainly because of how vague these leaks truthfully are. Not trying to disrespect the Ghost of Hope or Zone X, just saying I doubt these leaks are 100% true, which I don't really mind leaks, but I will say some of these leaks have gotten to the point where I want to speak my honest opinion about the Call of Duty Zombies community. For example, even if the Ghost of Hope has a so-called ego about if he gets his leaks wrong, which I will talk about leakers in a bit, but again, saying someone has a damn ego for getting a leak wrong is just pure idiotic if you ask me. Besides, I think the zombies community needs to take leaks with a grain of salt. Hell, some of Ghost of Hope's leaks were wrong about Black Ops 6, but he also gave us some good information about why Black Ops 6 Zombies turned out the way that it did. But then again, I still think this community needs a vibe check, and that's just being honest here. So, my apologies if that sounds rude or something, but I mean, come on, man. Now to add on to this, I think some people need to also understand that if a leak doesn't come true, then don't blame all of this on the leaker. Leakers are just the messengers. They give us a message from what they hear from their sources, and that's it. But knowing how the community is, they just act like a bunch of immature people who don't get their way on things, which is why I will even say there are only like a few people I have seen that actually give a damn about both the community and the game as a whole. Those being Mr. Dalek JD, DK Dynamite, Raffle Waffles, Donuts, ya boy, Hometown Killer, Chad of Duty, Stanley557, and Clambo. Shout out to my boy Clam Rally. I love that man. Sure, they have things to say sometimes that are negative about the mode, but again, at least they are giving feedback that is respectful and actually constructive. Other things I see from this community, mainly on feedback, is just pure negative or just being a bunch of babies, if you ask me. And again, not everyone in this community is awful. There are some that are cool, and there are some that are just plain annoying. But again, I digress on that one, which I hope y'all understand. This is just my honest opinion about the community. If I offended you, I'm sorry. But then again, this community, in my opinion, it needs a vibe check. But again, I digress. Anyway, let's get into the leaking side of the community, that being the leakers. Now look, this isn't to shade or hate on any leakers, alright? But more to give you all of my honest takes and opinions about them. For starters, let's talk about how they react when they get a leak wrong. I don't know what it is with them, but half the time they get really pissy if they leak something that is in the code, which again I understand why they are getting mad about it, but the other part is, some of them just really do have this ego, which is where I bring the Ghost of Hope into the picture, which, mind you, this isn't shading on Ghost of Hope or anything, and I'll even be honest, some things he says about the community are right, but some of the things the community says about him are also right. And again, I'm not siding with either side. I can't make this more apparent. I'm very much so in the middle. I'm just telling you guys what I see. I will say though, the leaks Ghost of Hope said about Paradox, it's just too vague, and what's even weirder is that he replied to someone who called him out because of his recent leak about the map, and the replies to it are funny, but the way he was replying to this tweet does sound like he's kind of got an ego, you know, when people call him out, which again, I understand him trying to say this is what he has heard and nothing more, But in my honest opinion, the way he was replying to other replies when even some other people called him out, he was just taking that ego and he was feeding it and boosting it and throwing shade at people, you know what I mean? Like, I will say this isn't trying to shit on the guy, but the dude is seriously throwing a fit over people calling him out. He's been right here and there, but again, he should also take responsibility, and the same thing goes for his sources if they're just spreading misinformation. Look at what happened with Shattered Veil last year. It was leaked by Ghost of Hope that it was as small as the Tomb, but then Activision came out on the COD pod and said it was the size of Citadel. Then when it released, it was the biggest map out of the maps besides Terminus. What is even crazier is that Ghost of Hope's leaks were wrong about Shattered Veil. But then again, I would say leakers should not get the hate, mainly because, like I said earlier, leakers are just messengers, nothing more than that. But again, I will say this. Leakers, in my opinion, have ruined gaming for me and so many others. And again, this isn't saying, oh, Ghost of Hope has ruined my experience with Call of Duty. No, that isn't me saying that at all. Mainly because some of his leaks are interesting. For example, the recent leak where he said Treyarch was forced to make Modern Warfare Zombies because of Infinity Ward's dumb decision making and not wanting to continue DMZ because of people's criticism hurting their feelings. But again, due to MWZ, Liberty Falls had to be made into a round-based map, when originally it was meant for Outbreak 2. But it's just a big mess. Oh, goddamn. But look, the reason why leakers have ruined experiences for me and so many others is because we want it to be a surprise more than them actually giving us information, which ruins the experience for an upcoming game launch or DLC release. Which again, I'm not saying all leakers are awful, I'm just more saying that in some general way, leakers can ruin people's experience if they don't want this or that spoiled for them. So in conclusion, I think both sides of this community need to seriously just chill out, take a step back, and have a goddamn vibe check. Mainly because of how they are acting about a simple leak that was just extremely vague. Which again, this is where I'm going to say this right now as well. I got fucking burnt out from this community. And this was over a leak, man. Like, I swear this community seriously has gotten toxic to the point that even myself am scared to share my honest thoughts and opinions about what's happening in said community. And overall, it just makes me wonder, why are we all throwing a fit over a goddamn leak? When Treyarch hasn't even marketed the map yet. Yeah, sure, they might have leaked what it looked like a little bit, mainly by accident, but again, we haven't seen what the map fully looks like, nor have we seen any trailers, we haven't seen any pictures, you know, like, I'm just sick and tired of people jumping the fucking gun and saying, oh, this map is gonna be bad, when in reality, we haven't seen the damn marketing for this map at all. So please, guys, can we all be respectful here for once? Because of this leak about Paradox Junction, it's just caused so much drama to a point of me having to crash out. But again, I'm sorry if I'm cursing, I'm just fed up with how this community acts half the time. I hope you all understand that too. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you're seeing, then leave a like, subscribe, press the notification bell if you want more videos like this. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to voice this for you. I know we had different opinions on this, but hey, we can agree to disagree at the end of the day. I'm glad you're excited for the map. I hope the map is great. I hope it proves me personally wrong. And yeah, thank you again, Aiden. Everybody, have a good night. I'll see you.